Hi Aries, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot reader. This is your bi-weekly reading, Aries, for the dates of the 11th to the 25th of July. The first three cards I'm going to pull are going to be related to this week, which is the 11th to the 18th. And the second three cards are going to be related to the 19th to the 25th, okay? Obviously, I'll pull supporting cards as we go, okay? I've already shuffled the cards, obviously, and meditated. If you haven't already checked out your July love reading, which I've put up at last week, then obviously check that out, okay? I'll tag it on to the end of the video. Aries, man, you've got a lot going on. So let me do your first three cards. So this week we've got the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the King of Swords. Wow, the third time that's come out. And we've got the Eight of Cups. And then next week we've got these three. I keep them face down just so that I don't get distracted by the energies. That's why I keep them face down. It's not like a suspense thing. This one wants to come out as the beginning of your reading, and I just felt it. And this one as well. These two cards want to come out for the beginning of your reading. So we've got, look at that, the Star card and the Emperor. Okay, excellent cards. Okay, so some of you could be really moving up in the world this week. Some of you maybe have just received a promotion today, which is, it's the 10th today, Tuesday the 10th. Some of you maybe have received a promotion. Some of you have maybe been made the boss, job interviews. You are actually really, really well respected in the workplace at the moment. You are blowing up. I mean, wow, there's like a real serious healing and expansion going on here. It's as if you've overcome something in the last few months, actually. And you're seeing the rewards, or not the rewards, but it's almost like miraculous. You're seeing the huge changes that have occurred because of the work. It's like, sorry, it's coming in thick and fast. Let me just slow down a little bit for a second. Okay, it's like some of you have been sat at the desk working. You know, you've been at the business, you've been working hard, you've had your head down, you've been focusing on what you're doing, and it's like you didn't really look up, and you didn't for the last 6 months, and you didn't really realise that anyone else was noticing what it is you were doing. You've been going through a very challenging personal experience of your own. So it could have been a bereavement in the family. You could have lost a family member, a parent, a sister, for example, someone in your family. And throwing yourself into work has been something that you found very healing. You know, you found it a good and healthy distraction. And it has been very healing for you, actually. Sorry. Bless. Some of you, I mean, I have to deliver what comes through. So for some people, you've been sat there working very, very hard, and you've really almost been talking to your loved one that has passed in your mind, and they've been a source of encouragement for you. Sorry. Excuse me, sorry. This could be, this is obviously for someone very specific. It's funny, it's as if for some people it's recent, it's like 6 months. But for other people it's been like 6 years, and it's as if, like really, sorry. Oh, it's as if you really, for some of you out there, Aries, you've really realised recently that person is with you. The person that's passed over is actually with you. And when you're working very hard, they're encouraging you, and you hear them in your mind. You know, you hear words of encouragement in your mind. And you know, that could have been, to be fair, it could be a father, for example. The Emperor could represent a father. You know, if it was a family business, it could represent, you know, your father was the boss, or your grandfather was the boss. Your grandfather passed. You've been working very, very hard, and the work that you've put in, people are seeing, wow, you've done really well. You didn't think anyone was noticing, and for you, it was just really healing to go through the energy of working in that way, just because obviously it was you now feel more connected to the person that's passed through your work. I apologise for the crying there, but I'm an yes, I'm intuitive, yes, I'm a Reiki Master, yes, I'm a tarot reader, but I'm also an empath, and that means that I feel sometimes extremely strongly the emotional experiences of others. I'll have to do a proper cleansing today, because but sometimes that happens, and what I just have to, it has to come out as it comes out. It's easier to just let it come out than try to pretend that it's not there. Oh, okay, so back to everybody else, because that might have just been for someone very specific, a specific message. But well done, you've been working really hard, and your work people have noticed. And yes, the person that you're hearing in your mind or feeling close to when you're working in the office or in the carpentry or whatever, in the workshop, wherever it is you're working, yes, the person that you're hearing those words of encouragement are the loved one that has passed, okay? And they see you, and yes, they're with you, okay? So that's a beautiful message for those people, or that person that needed to hear that message. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so for the rest of you, Aries, the energy this week is, the first energy we've got is the 9 of, what's that card? Pentacles. Excellent card, actually. 9 of Pentacles is a card of independence. It's a card of, being stable financially, emotionally. It's like you've gained in your confidence. It's like you've grown in confidence because you've put the work in to growing in confidence. So that could have been actual sort of physical work. You might have gone out and done something and had experiences that helped you to grow in confidence, or it could just be that you have walked away from a situation, you've walked away from a relationship, you've walked away from a work situation that was not feeding you, and you've been honest with yourself, and that makes you feel strong and independent and able to stand on your own 2 feet. What a strong energy, though. This is like, it's almost as if the lights have been off for you guys, for some of you guys, Aries, like the lights have been turned off and the energy's shifting now, and it's like the lights are coming back on for you. And by the lights have been turned off, what I mean by that is, your focus, no, not focus. You've not been able to see clearly. That's what I mean. And it's as if you are, thank you. It's as if you are, excuse me. It's as if the lights have been turned back on now. Some of you have had your head down, though. There's this theme of having your head down and focusing on work. Maybe it's been trying to overcome something. Maybe it's been because you've been trying to overcome. For these people, it's been overcoming, as I said, a bereavement. For others of you, it could be the ending of a relationship that you were trying to overcome. Either way, though, it's been actually it should be quite rewarding now. You can actually go out and enjoy yourself. You can actually. The energy should lift and should lighten in this week for you, Aries. And you should be able to go out and enjoy yourself now. Spend some of that money that you wanted to spend, or, enjoy your life that you've built now. We've got some clarity. The lights are being switched back on. We've got some emotional clarity. We've got some mental clarity. We've got some clear communication. You know what it is you want now. And I think that, as I said, it's not that you've been sort of isolating yourself necessarily, but it's just that your focus is you've been so focused on work, or it feels like it's on work for most of you. Could be on a relationship, but it feels like it's work. You've been focused so much on work, and you've used work to help you heal through something difficult, if that makes sense. It should make sense to some of you. It definitely will make sense to some of you. And I want to see, really, you're moving away. Yeah. So look at what we get there. We get a new passionate new beginning. It's as if that we're moving away from this energy. We're moving out of this, and we're going toward this. It's like we've gained, we've grown, with the Ace of Wands. Aces are gifts from the universe, and aces, it's passion, something that we're passionate about, something that you want to move towards, something that you want to achieve, something that you want to gain. So look at this card. I mean, I love Aries, the Ace of Wands. not for that reason. Not for the reason Varouche calls it. Not for that reason. But I just love that ace. I love all aces because this energy as well, it's exhausting in a way, because you've got so much energy that you that by the end of the week you'll be absolutely exhausted, because you're like, oh my gosh, I've done so much. That's why I love. But the Ace of Wands, it's such a great energy because it's pure. Our connection to our inspiration, our creativity, our working in conjunction with other people and with the universe, and the energy that creates with the Ace of Wands is fabulous. And we're so motivated that we can be exhausted by the end of the week or by the end of the month or whatever when this energy passes. But I always just go with it. When I'm feeling the Ace of Wands, I just do as much as I can do, and then if I don't have to move for the next week and a half, then I don't have to move. That's just how I go. So yeah, we're moving away from the Eight of Cups. Excuse me, that was to clarify. We're moving away from the Eight of Cups, out of that energy, to an emotional new beginning, a new beginning where we feel creative, where we feel passionate, and we feel strong. I want to come to this card first of all. Excellent. For some reason, I wanted to come to that card first of all. Gosh, I've seen the Two of Cups. Wow. Wow. Man, I want to be an Aries this week. Look at these guys. Look at them. I'm going to show you all three close up because, like, they're fabulous, darling. They're fabulous. I mean, babe, come on. Come on. Look at that. So the Magician energy, first of all. You know, we've got this energy of the Magician, and it's about being able to, you know, now being able to... This is how it's coming to me. It's moving parts. This is how it's coming to me in my head. It's like moving parts. It's like you're able to move any parts that you want. You're able to maneuver your situation, your circumstances, your life. You're able to maneuver it any way that you want in order to get everything that in order to manifest the things that you want in your life now. You know, Aries, it's been hard, man. Let me just look back at your previous reading. What did that say? Excuse me, sorry. I do actually make notes and stuff. Aries, last week, this could be the one. So yeah, for your love reading, it was this could be the one. The love reading wasn't it? So it could be in relationships that if you've not checked out your July love reading, check it out. I'll attach it or whatever, but you can find it on my page. You know, it's about manoeuvring any situation, any circumstance that you're in at the moment in order to manifest exactly what it is you want. I'm drawn suddenly to these cards here. And I don't often use these cards, but for some reason I'm drawn to these cards, and this is to clarify the Magician, the Devil. So some of you could be, this is to clarify your Magician card, okay? This is the Devil energy. So some of you could have been dealing with a Capricorn, but it could obviously be related to work and to healing. The Devil energy is an energy, of indulgence, of addiction. It can be, in this instance, it can be of mind games because we've got the Magician and the Devil. It could be the mind games, but it doesn't feel like that to me. This is like that does not make any sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. What does that doesn't even mean? It doesn't even mean anything. So I'm not even going to say that word. It doesn't mean. Let me just try to listen to that word, what that word is. It's like a commitment to a falsehood. You committed to something false at the moment, and the Magician energy will help you overcome that. It's like you're either in a relationship that you're going to get married and you don't even really love that person, or you're in a job and everyone thinks you love your job and you tell everyone you love your job but you absolutely hate your job, or you just want to go travelling but or you're travelling at the moment, or you're thinking about going travelling and actually you don't really want to go travelling, you just want to start a family, whatever. It's something like that. Now you can maneuver the situation to anything that you want it to be. So you can move out of that energy 100%. You've got the power, Aries, this month. You've got the power. And then we get, look at that. I mean, babe, you don't even, what do you want me to say, babe? What do you want me to say? Two of Cups, Two of Cups, love, soulmate card, soulmate union. But I'm trying to stay away from love just because, I'm trying to stay to a general reading, but, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? It could be love. But in this instance as well, it could be a commitment. And it's about making a commitment. So, you could be committed to a way of thinking about yourself, a way of treating yourself that has not been positive. Now we're moving into a more positive aspect, more positive energies for you, Aries. As I said, for some of you, we've had a cycle and read the description below, please, because it explains the astrological influences. But we've been in some cycles, actually, and this month is about opportunities for growth, expansion, healing, and movement. So the cycle that you've been in is coming to an end, Aries, and you're starting a new one. You're starting a new one, which is absolutely abundant and joyful. When we have joy is finding that place within ourselves that gives us that joy and that happiness. Okay, I mean, what more do you want, Aries? Literally, we've got emotional stability, emotional abundance, and there could be someone else coming into your life. I would say to you that the thing that you're falsely that's holding you back at the moment, you've got it within you to maneuver. You've got it within you to change that situation. I see moving parts. I literally see in my mind's eye moving parts, and it's as if you are able to move and maneuver the things in your life, however they are, however they stand now. You're able to maneuver them things into manifesting the things that you want. And it seems like the things that you guys want is healing and is joy and love and security. So for some of you, maybe it is about manifesting a new job, a boss, becoming your own boss. Maybe it's about, some of you are wanting to go travelling, actually. Some of you are stuck in a situation, you're here, wherever it is, if you're in America, I don't know, wherever it is, you're in California, in LA, I don't know. And you're in, and you're like, I'm going to Thailand, babe. I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to New Zealand. I just want to get out of or I want to go to a different part of the country, a different state. You want to travel. Some of you want to just some of you need to get out of where you're at and move on and move forward, because the energy is shifting anyway. But you are sort of, as I said, because of the astrological influences, being asked to think back about your past and thinking about how that past has impacted on you. But Aries, I would not be complaining if I got this reading. This is an amazing reading. You deserve it, babe. You deserve it. I know it's been challenging for you. I know it's been challenging for some of you. And you deserve a new start. And you deserve, and actually that's what's coming for you. It's going to be beautiful. So I wish you lots of healing. I wish you blessings. I wish you confidence in yourself, and I wish you feel good about yourself and good enough and compassionate enough about yourself to move toward the things that you want. Okay, you've done the work, so you reap the rewards. Okay, Aries, apologies for the crying at the beginning of the video. Thank you so much for your time. If you've not seen your July love reading, check it out, and your additional July love reading, it'll be coming about next week or the week after. Okay, so have a wonderful July, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much, Aries. Bye.